Okay, I was getting lost in the weirdness of the key. So again, I'm using for a lot of my lichens, the common Rocky Mountain lichens by St. Clara. And so we'll notice on this one, this was, let's say, above 10,000 feet, well, 9,600 feet. So it was in a spruce willow forest, and and some betulas, which I can never remember the anyway, the non sticky betula. But anyway, very wet, sitting in water, and this is on very humusy soil. No sphagnum, unfortunately. But anyway, so the salient points here are, you see these structures. Oops, these here, maybe down here. So they're as if the thallus is turning itself around, and here's the apothecia, the fruiting bodies, and so there's this weird turning. So there's really only a couple of things that do that, and that's Nephroma and Peltigeras, which I could say. And I think there's been some division here, but anyway, this is a foliose lichen, so it has a distinct upper and lower surface. There's the lower surface. In fact, we can get it to focus. See, it's really, come on, very fibrous, like cotton, but it's got veins, and those, some better up here, and that tends to be diagnostic of certain species. But anyway, upper and lower surfaces, funny turning up structure, and this is a Peltigera. So I'm looking through the key. So is it ceridiate? Is it not ceridiate? Ceriation is actually derives from the Latin meaning sister, so it's actually meaning it broken up. It looks like powder, so it's a little fragmented. Let's see if I can see anything here. This, it kind of looks like a little powdery on the surface up here, and that's ceridiation. And so this is an umbularia relative, as an example. So this is not ceridiated. It's pretty straightforward. A little damaged, perhaps. But anyway, not ceridiated. And so veins, at one point are there cracks, and they're certainly not. And so that would be pyrotexta, which is a common one in the Ouray area, dry areas, and down by the reservoir in Ridgway. Lobules are, well, the lobes, lobes larger than 2 centimeters broad are smaller, and these are smaller. So margins turned upwards is cornea. Downwards is cornea, and upwards is rufescens, and this turns upwards. So this is rufescens. If you're thinking, well, rufescens, doesn't that mean brown? Well, yes, but there's a diversity of things going on. So it seems to me rufescens is a pretty good guesstimation, especially when you do a Google search for images to make sure you're doing it right. So elevation increase means colder, and a little more rainfall. Some of these Peltigeras can do perfectly well. Peltigera, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's got cracks in it, so it's very obvious. I should probably just less than a foot away. Peltigeras. If there's any reason to collect things, that is just, come on, focus. That is just, look at the crazy cracks in that one. So that is deserving of mushroom. But anyway, dry sites. This one is, when I collect this is the perimeter trail. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Practixula. And probably the most common species. So this one's definitely high, different ecosystem, high elevation. So anyway, isn't that interesting? When it dries, it'll be a completely different color.